Hey. Hey, Mayetta.
Hi, Mo. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Hey, Kels. I don't know who Kels is, but hi to whoever that person is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all, listen.
And we got Karen T. Phillip. Is that my aunt? Oh, hey, Karen.
You motherfucking right, it's your aunt.
wait, I need to turn this up.
Hey, Dot.
Oh, here we
So
go.
how y'all doing? Hey everybody.
Checking in.
Really,
Hello.
Oh yeah, Toya's here.
Hi,
Hey Toya. Hey everybody.
Hey.
All right. Oh, and there's Nikki Flowers checking in. What's up, Nikki? Poppy. I still call you Poppy. I don't know.
I know.
Go by that.
I know. I said it too. Remember, I said it to you. I'm like, who, Poppy?
Laisha.
Hey, bro. Who that, Mo? Oh, hey, bro.
Yeah, wait. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
All right.
I'm trying to come
So
out this other joint.
I need
You, Mo.
for everybody to go on mute except you, Alicia, because I'm not.
Hey,
Well,
Mo.
you could go on for now. Yes. Hello. All right. So, hi everybody. What's up? Fuck's up with y'all? I'm about to light my weed. I'm about to start the vibe. But first, I want to start off with my mom really quick. Hey mom. I'm gonna unmute mom.
Hey, baby.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
So I just want thank everybody for being here. We are not streaming on Facebook right now. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is. But I'm gonna just keep it moving and I'm gonna just put it up later and hopefully everybody get the chance to see it. But I wanted you to kind of open up with me because I feel like you're the only person who knows how far I had to come to kind of get to this place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just want to take the time first to say I'm extremely proud of you and your growth and how far you've come. Now, I have you as a placement holder because one of my people couldn't make it, for full disclosure, guys. So I'm putting her at the end, too. Nikki Davis can't make it. She had to work. Hey, Antoinette. But I still want to start off. I feel like you can set the tone for us and just maybe share anything that may be on your mind or anything you feel like you need to say to us. Yeah.
Yeah. So, first and foremost, I want to tell you that I love you. And I'm also proud of you. I love you and your wife. I love all your friends. I love all your followers, all your supporters. And I too know how you have struggled, and which brings me to the name of your CD. The Assata Troy, She Who Struggles. And I don't know if anybody knows about the Troy part, but from what I got from it, the lady on Star Trek, she was a lady on Star Trek. But she was unique. She was smart. She had a flowing personality, and she had a way with words. So that all puts it all together. That's you. That's you. That's who you are. That's who you've always been, and that's who you will remain to be. I wish you well on your musical endeavors. Whatever I can do to assist you, talk about, listen, you express yourself through words. You have a relationship. Toya, don't get jealous, but you have a relationship. You have a relationship with words, music, and talent. So I just want you to keep going forward. When you quit the job, give me 2 weeks notice so I can get that money, so I can get some overtime. Yeah, I'm keeping it real, so I can get some overtime. And go ahead and start your show, baby.
All right, I just got one question. Why did you almost get me fired the other day by not doing what I asked you to do?
Let's get you
Seriously. You trying to sabotage me. You tell me when I quit, let you know, but you trying to sabotage me. Just say you want my hours. You think I don't need the job no more. Just say that.
No.
Because I don't understand.
Technically, I forget shit. So I forgot when I didn't do it when you told me, do you know I got ADD? Come on, I got ADD. I forgot. And then I had a commitment. I told you I had a commitment and I was in my own thing. I was doing my thing.
Mo, what day? Because she told me she was about to do your numbers. So I got
This was yesterday.
Early Sunday morning.
This was Sunday.
Sunday morning. Mayetta, didn't I have a commitment?
Yes, you did. 10 and 12. Yes, you did.
All right, she's trying to sabotage me, but all right. Thank you, Mom. So I'm going to get into this first record. this first record wouldn't exist if it wasn't for my first honoree, Alicia Gordon. Alicia was my last. She's not the last, but she was my next to last single friend. She's no longer single. So I can't, enjoy my hoish ways vicariously through my friend anymore. But that's okay. So so one day we were sitting there talking about how, we have sex and then we catch feelings for people and it's only supposed to be sex. It's not supposed to be feelings. And, you break the code by, catching feelings and stuff. So I was inspired by that and I decided to make this record and it's called You Only Tell Me. And it's not even a whole record. It's just a interlude, but I just started the album off here because I just wanted to be, different and weird. But so we're gonna start it.
You only tell me that you love me when I'm deep in, but I believe it. You only tell me that you love me when I slide in. Girl, you ain't lying. We made a pact that we would never catch them feeling. We are receivers. You only tell me that you love me when I slide in. Girl, you ain't lying. No, you ain't lying. Tell me that you love me when I'm deep in, but I believe it. You only tell me that you love me when I slide in, girl, you ain't lying. We made a pact that we would never catch them feeling, you are receiving. You only tell me that you love me when I slide in, girl, you ain't lying, girl, you ain't lying. But I believe it. You only tell me that you love me when I slide in, girl, you ain't lying. We made a pact that we would never catch them feeling. We are receivers. You only tell me that you love me when I slide in. While we being honest, I promise I think about you at times when I'm not inside you, girl. Wish it was official, I promise you that I miss you anytime that I ain't with you, girl. Deep in each other's eyes and peeping each other's lies. No secrets and no disguises, no cheating and no surprises. I don't wanna pretend, I ain't trying to be friends. You my ebony essence, so what's your issue, girl?
All right, guys. So that's the song that I wrote in honor of my retired Porsche friend. She's no longer, so now I gotta, find somebody else to carry my torch. But I am going to, hey Sarah, I am going to introduce Alicia. Yes. I'm going to introduce Alicia. Alicia is an entrepreneur. She's also a mom. She's one of my best friends in the whole world. So, Alicia, please unmute yourself.
Nobody knows who Alicia is. That's first of all.
Well, other people, people are going to see this that don't know you. So,
Okay.
You're not okay. Candy, can you drop your website in the chat, please?
How do I? I can let them. Oh, you want me to just type it in?
Yes, ma'am. So we weren't allowed to stream on Facebook for some reason. I don't know why, but we're recording it and we'll just put it up later. So how you doing? How you doing, Alicia?
Hey.
So
Hi, daughter. Hey, mom.
I have some questions to ask you. You was always an interesting. So full disclosure, I've known Alicia since I was probably 17 years old. So you was always a pretty curious case. So can you let the people know where you from?
Let me
No, seriously, can you let the people?
Let me just go ahead and just get it out the way.
Can you let the people know just where you're from, how much time you spent in prison, and where you at now?
I'm from South Philly. The best part of Philadelphia.
Lies.
And I was incarcerated for 7 years. I say 7 because I did 6.5 and then I went back for another half. So I just added all together. So it's 7.
And I always wondered, because your sister's a cop. You had yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. She was there at the night when I got in a shootout with the cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always wondered, you was headed to the military. You kind of came from a middle class type of situation. You weren't poor. You weren't, not from what I recollect. Am I wrong here?
No, you're right.
Okay, so you came from a middle class type of situation. And I always wondered, what do you attribute most to you getting incarcerated, being as though that wasn't really in your path based off of how you was raised, I guess is what I'm asking.
I think I kind of suffered from, I don't know, I guess you can call it I wouldn't say the wannabe Down syndrome, but that's what I call it. But like the just wanna, I'm the youngest child. So all my friends was my sisters or brothers, or, you know what I mean? I always wanted that connection to somebody. Like I always wanted that sibling connection, because my siblings are like 9 and 10 years older than me, so they don't count. Like they wasn't in the household, they was off doing their own thing, and I just wanted to be basically to be a part of something. Mm-hmm. And me trying to be a part of something, I took on a lot of everybody else's problems, and I always tried to save everybody else. But in the mix of me trying to save everybody else, I didn't care about throwing myself in the fight.
Right.
So okay. That's where my issue came in.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think I have some other factors too, but I think that's probably the number one. So I don't want to stick too far on your past. I would rather focus on your present and your future. I understand that you have a wax boutique and you also sell like your own products. Can you like talk to us a little bit about that?
All right, so I got a full body waxing spa. So I do full body waxing, I do massaging, I do facials. So basically everything that I, got my cosmetology license for. I just saw that the hair industry, I was in it for a couple years when I came home, and it just wasn't my lane. Like it just wasn't. I like fast-paced things, and I like fast money too. So that, the hair industry, it just wasn't for me. And then I felt like it was saturated, like so many people was doing it. It wasn't a lot of Black women doing waxing or even getting waxed.
You went out. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear her either.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you back.
So as I was saying that the hair industry, I realized it wasn't for me, you know what I mean? So I took it a different lane and started doing the waxing. It wasn't too many Black women waxing or even getting waxed. This is like a new thing for our culture. So I wanted to bring that, more light to that. Mm-hmm. A lot of the salons that I was, working in was geared towards people of, different race and everything.
I was just about to say, I remember when you used to only cut white men hair. I remember that.
So,
Like, give it a bit.
I wanted, you know, our people to be introduced to the same things that, you know, they were introduced to. Like, as far as like the waxing, it was like black people was like, waxing, I'm not getting waxed. It like, who do that? That's for white people. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like,
Right.
show you that.
So you also, like, I guess you would be the only person that I would ask, since you're so far along in your own business, because you also still work, but your business is like almost to the point, I believe, that you're not going to have to really work another job. So how do you know when to make that move? Or do you feel like you bullshitting on making that move? Like, how do you know when to leave your job and like really go 100% with your dreams?
So what happened was, with my job, I did leave my current job. I was doing security for 7 years since I came home. The reason why I stopped is because my best friend started a home healthcare agency, and all the people that she was hiring were basically sabotaging her business. They didn't mean her any well, they didn't mean her any good. I felt as though, and she felt as though, that I was the most loyal, best person that had her business, you know, interest. So that's why I decided to leave my job and help her build her business as well as build my own.
Right. And one more thing before
I look at it like I'm helping my friend.
Right. One more thing before I go. So I know outside of your business, I know you specialize in helping people's credit, and I know you got an 850, bitch. So when I need something, you know what I'm saying? You the friend that I
the whole 850 thing. I no longer have 850.
You the friend when I
That's first of all.
Well, I'm just saying, when I need something, you know, you the friend. Now, you helped me go from a 520 to a 720. So if you had one like piece of advice, just the most important thing, one thing, because I know you can't give it all up because you help people fix their credit for a small fee, guys. So if you had one thing to like, that was advice, the most important thing to get your credit right, what would it be?
The most important thing. The number one thing that I see is don't let people use your name. Don't let people use your name. People will, I don't care how much you trust them, how, you know, good of a person they are, spouse, you know, family, foe, friend. Don't let people use your name, because
chill with that spouse shit. Toy over here to my see. Shut up.
It's the reason why they need your name. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't take care of their own, why would you trust them with yours?
Okay. All right, bitch. That's your time's up. Your time's up.
All right.
Everybody trying to sabotage me, like.
All right.
No, I'm just playing. I love you, Laisha. Thank you very much. So the next person that I have. Oh, by the way, can you plug your website and all that? And
put it in the chat. Can you see it?
I know, no, yes, but say it out loud so everybody can hear. Tell us about the beard oil that I got on my beard right now. Like, so I got about the products.
On top of the full body waxing, I do make all natural and organic products. It started out with just me, you know, one of my clients asking me to create a product for her specifically, and then it just went booming. So then I started making other products. But I do have beard oil. I have a hair growth oil that really works, real results like people are getting. I have a scrub. It's an exfoliant. It's best used for when you get a wax or you shave or anything like that. And I have an ingrown hair serum to prevent ingrown hairs, and a massage oil. And the website is www.serenecandywax.com.
Candy with an I, guys.
Oh,
all right. Thank you very much. And I'm on to my next song. My next song is called SIGS. It stands for Shit I Gotta Say. And I'm going to present Miss Nikki Flowers, aka Poppy, because she's a writer, and I believe that she has a lot of things to say. So one of my favorite songs, one of the best written songs on the album. I'm not gonna say one of my favorites.
Yeah, crack baby, take y'all back to Woodstock, yeah. SV. I had to rewind the times before the rhymes.
Hold on, somebody go on mute. Everybody go on mute.
To rewind rewind the crimes. They locked me for that dime. I had to rewind before the first time I sold the mime. I had to rewind my mind the times I don't want reminded. Rewind to 99. We was 11, 12, stuffing them 12, 12s. We shared a tray 8. We had like 12 shells, juvenile cells, jail, praying for Snell milk, but I won't talk about it. My broken heart and open scar feel like you whipping broke a jaw. You drop a nice hole on your stove, just trying to see if something mold. Trying to see them oils hold you, lost your dreams and all your goals. And the Pyrex you stole from Lowe's, y'all know the feeling. My self-esteem was kinda low, I had a demon in my soul that sank its teeth and made a hole without a feeling. But I won't talk about it, my heart got chalk around it, yeah. That's when I thought about it, yeah. Just some shit I gotta say, yeah. Shit I carry every day, yeah. This some shit that's on my heart, yeah. Where the fuck am I gonna start? These weirdo niggas is bitches, I give them morning sickness. The more they sittin', the more I'm shifting, they more the difference. Some niggas getting your business, some niggas getting they feelings. I just get to the witness, the snitch and co-defendant. See niggas fake they religion, hitting Christians, and when they eating that chi-chi, they envisioning chitlins. Ain't gonna get more specific. Go west and I hit the Pacific. I hope you fucking illiterate niggas know the difference. Yeah, I'm a victim of recidivism. I only be civilized in the prison system. Yeah, religious stigma keep us in this vision. Skin stigma's a bigger division. It can't be minted, it's cemented and demented. My window's tinted and my skin is, which one is it? When you violate my rights and my amendments, same rights was never given to begin with. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. Clinicians can't provide prescription for this sickness. I'm addicted to the digits, they addicted to syringes. Common sense is that we must conduct a business. Yeah. Just some shit I gotta say, yeah. Shit I carry every day, yeah. My man mom died while he was at child time. Baby mom miscarried while he was at commissary. It's kinda scary cause it's Sally's a drag who dresses in women fashion. Medea, they call her Tyler Perry. I could barely get fresh, wore that designer rarely. Till I did that math, like hold up, that one I gotta carry. Till I grip that gat, like hold up, that gun I gotta carry. These niggas wanna spill my blood in my prime carry. Spoiled milk, reminiscing on that rotten dairy. In this game, it's one and done, we play for Kyler Perry. Draft picks from the body of the belly bottom beast. But when it's extra hollow in your belly, gotta eat. And when they plot and stop them, you can't let them battle free. Even if I gotta fight in the Rockies, Apollo Creed. Spent countless nights in the county without a blink. But I ain't gotta sleep, motherfucker, I gotta drink. Yeah. Just some shit I gotta say, yeah. Shit I carry every day, yeah. This some shit that's on my heart, yeah. Where the fuck am I gonna stop, huh?
All right, guys, that was Sigs. That was my song. I love that song. It's not, you know. So I'm gonna present next. Can everybody go on mute? I feel like somebody's not on. Yo, I'm hot as shit back here in my joint, yo. All this drinking and shit. I'm fucking burning up. Guys, I took a picture. I had a LA Times photo shoot today, and I was in this scarf. So y'all put in the chat if I was doing too much at your mama or I was all right. Could you tell them you put a hole in my Let me know. No, can you tell them? Because I was in this scarf at the LA Times thing. Okay. So now next, I have Nikki Flowers, who's an author. I want to present to her because when I first came home, she was like the first person that I saw that was really like going super hard. You feel me? Like with her shit and was just everywhere. It was definitely motivation. You know what I'm saying? So I want to introduce Nikki Flowers to everybody. How you doing, Poppy?
What's good?
I'll see you in a minute. Not much. I'm glad that you could make it. I don't know that much about you personally. Like we wasn't friends, you know what I'm saying? Like we knew each other, you know, like how people know each other.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
right. We was up the way.
Yes, for sure, for sure. But we didn't travel in the same circles. You was from one place, I was from another place. You was on A unit, by the way, where everything was a
I
fucking secret.
was.
Everything was a secret over there. Like nobody knew what the fuck was going on over there. It was a whole nother world. And
It was.
y'all used to be on some bullshit. None of y'all gossip got out. None of y'all bullshit got out. None of y'all motherfucking fights got out. Like we couldn't find out shit from over there. So you said like I really didn't know.
Poppy. We was on the same unit, Poppy.
Yeah. So
We was. What you want? You want to tell something, Toya?
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Give me some dirt on this bitch.
You want to tell something on me?
Poppy, I'm not gonna tell on you. You don't fucking tell on me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I did so.
So yeah, because of that, I didn't really, know you. I did know that you was a writer because you was cool with Jarissa, who was cool with, me. But that's as far as I think my information on you goes. So can you tell us like where you from? What how much time you served in prison? What landed you there?
All right. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So we close, you know what I'm saying, but not that close. But we still are from, you know what I'm saying, Pittsburgh, well, Pennsylvania. I did 5. I did exactly 4 years in prison. They let me come home and do my last year in a halfway house, which was the hardest year that I feel like I had to do, period. And then I'll say my first year that I was upstate was the roughest because I was just so emotional, and that's where a lot of the writing came from. I didn't have no choice but to write, but to tell my story and to get it out because I was just angry as hell. What landed me in prison was narcotics. I've been a hustler since I was probably like 8 years old, starting off with stealing. I was actually just talking about that shit last night to one of my good friends. But I just always had that hustle mentality, that hustle mindset. If I could figure out how to get a couple dollars, I was going to figure out how to get a couple dollars. My mom, though, like I didn't come from a bad upbringing. You know what I'm saying? My dad was in the service. My mom worked. When she couldn't make ends meet, she worked 2 jobs. It was just, I was that the middle seed. I guess I had like middle seed syndrome. People say, the middle baby is the one that always have all the issues. I guess that was just me. I was just bad as hell. And after I watched New Jack City, I never wanted to be Keisha. I always wanted to be Nino. So I knew that I was going to sell drugs. Like I knew that was going to be something that was going to happen. And probably by the time I was 15, I was selling weed. Not too far after that, somebody showed me how to cut it up. So once they showed me how to cut it up, it was yard out.
Right.
I'm on like a video conference thing. I agreed to do this.
Right.
Too. Hello.
Hey Dom, hold on, Dom. I'm in the middle.
Hey, let me
of the interview.
Let me put you on a Bluetooth.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm in the middle of the interview with Nikki. So when did you write your first novel, Pop? Was it while you was in prison? Like you wasn't a writer prior to that?
I was always a writer, but I was always in them streets. I couldn't sit still long enough to actually finish nothing. Okay. But when I got sentenced to 5 years, I promised myself that I was going to write a book. My first 9 months that I was incarcerated, I wrote my first book. That's Twist of Fate. That's the thick one. It's like 100,000 words in that bitch. And I had a whole lot of shit to say. So that song that you picked for me, I'm definitely honored because I had a lot of shit to say.
Right.
And after that 9 months, and after I had the courage and I seen that I can do it, it was yard out from there. And then I had a couple of visits, from my mom and my son and my brother, and I was seeing the path that they were taking. And my brother, what I'm saying, he whispered something in my ear when I was there with my mom, like, yo, I was just trying to be like you, or I'm trying to be like you. Right. And Mo, that really changed my life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I went back to that cell and I cried and I was like, yo, like I got to do something different, because if my brother followed me doing this, then he could follow me doing something else.
Right. 100.
So after I wrote the first book, I just kept on writing. I wrote about 4 or 5 books there.
The most not impressive, but the shit that I was really moved by, honestly, I was super proud that you was doing your thing with the books. But when you came up with the publishing company and I saw Nicole Ramsey had put out a book under your publishing company, I was like, oh shit, like that made my hair stand up. Like that was beautiful.
Right.
So like, was that like a plan, or was it something that evolved as you started catching steam as being an author?
I'm gonna tell you something, and I wish Nikki was on here. Is she on here?
Me too. No, I wish she was too. I was gonna present her too.
All right. Me and Nick did not get along upstate. The first encounter I had,
believe that.
she shut me all, and I can cuss too. Like, she shut me all the way the fuck up. I was probably up there for like maybe a month. I was already distraught because I had to wear women underwear. I didn't know how to snap no bra, but that's a whole nother story. But when I got up there, you know how it is when you first get up there and them females be all over you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't know. There was I think her name was Twin or something like that. Santiago,
Yeah, that was her
I
name,
can't remember.
Twin.
But long story short,
That was her name.
yeah, that was her name. Okay. Yeah, Twin was in my face, heavy. I don't got no girlfriend or whatever. So, you know, I would give her noodles or whatever. But long story short, first day on the job, I'm out here with this fucking bare necessity coat on, cold as hell. And I walk in and I speak to everybody. So I'm like, yo, like, what's up? How you doing? Yo, this big ass broad stood up, don't be motherfucking talking to me. Hey, yo, I was like Smokey for real. I shut the fuck up so fast, like, okay.
That's my
I'ma
mama
just be
thing.
quiet. Hell yeah, like, I'ma just be the fuck quiet. Niggas was looking at me like, you ain't gonna say nothing. Hell no. You see how big that broad is? I don't know her either. You know what I'm saying? I was quiet as a church mouse. And like, you know, she came out my neck, she was hollering about the broad, and I was just so shocked. You know what I mean? I never said anything to her. She never said anything else to me. Her and Santiago beefed, and that was like the end of it. And like, we never said anything else to each other. I think our paths may have crossed once again with some little chick named Mean, another female that was coming out my neck about a female. Man, that's what was going down over there in AU. People used to be dropping them bags off at my motherfucking door, yeah. And I was hey, look, if you dropped it off, nigga, I'm eating it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
No, she's telling all A business right now.
Hey, I'm just saying though, like, if you drop the bag off,
One more question.
I'm eating it.
One more question. Did my wife drop a bag off? No.
No, we used to shoot dice and shit, but that's it. Yeah, like, we used to shoot dice and shit.
I'm playing. She's sick because I'm trying to get the dirt on her what she's doing over there. If you could drop your titles of your book into the chat so people could check it out, people can purchase the book. Please, everybody go support Nikki Flowers. Thank you very much, Poppy, for being on the platform. I really appreciate it. My next honoree is Damo Dior. That's my bitch. That's my old roommate. And we did a song together on my album, and it's called J33, and it's hard as fuck. And she be doing her thing. And I just seen her on here, but now I'm about to check to see where she's at. So this is J33.
I'm here.
Okay, so I'm about to play the record.
Hey, looking like a bag of
All right.
Yeah, right?
Hey, I'm doing all types of stuff right now too, y'all. Oh my god.
Yeah, you good.
I signed up for this.
I'm about to play the record. It's a fan favorite off the album too so far. I'm about to play it. J33.
You see anything other than me?
Honey, I'm trying to help you. Why you let me do it? Chris been tuned in the whole fucking time. Hey.
They wanna take it from me. Gotta be where I be. Me in the grave where I be. They doing shit to see.
Me and my way where I be at. Hey, people love this record. I'm surprised. People love this record.
Can't hear now.
Oh, my bad. My bad, guys. Duh.
They wanna take it from me. Gotta be where I be. Where I be. They doing shit to see. Me on my way where I be. Mama ain't get no speed. Say I got ADHD. You said that I'm crazy with me.
I keep the ratchet, that shit automatic. I keep the gadgets, go by attach it. I don't pack when I squeeze it out. So up the city.
Yeah, but we ain't smoking that all the way down, shit.
Still won't suck it up. Take off your wig, I bet you be nappy. Still won't fuck up. Holding my hand, protecting my neck.
I'ma still be a cutthroat. I got the tools, but who's the screws? Yeah, nigga, I'm nuts. I keep my mom equipped with the hammer. Drink baby like cutthroat. Puffy, puffy, we know you got asthma. You really don't want smoke. They wanna take it from me, yeah. Gotta be brave where I be, yeah. Or be in the grave where I be, yeah. If you throwing shade at the sea, yeah. You be on my way where I be, yeah. Mama ain't getting no sleep, yeah. They say I got ADHD, yeah. They say that I'm crazy, maybe, yeah. They wanna take it from me, yeah. Gotta be brave where I be, yeah. Or be in the grave where I be, yeah. They be throwing shade at the sea, yeah. It's me on my way where I be, yeah. My niggas break down all the digits. We do addition and equal division. We share a sentence, never say a sentence. We share the bitches and never catch feelings. Show me your ass, I know it got dimples. I'm still gon' beat though. All up behind, they doing a Dougie. Looking like Rico. Open that pussy, she said it got whiskers. I still might eat though. Stop on that bitch and come get these inches. Cause I'm gon' deep throat. We know where you live, we up in your building. Got the scope at your peephole. The clip is extended, no we ain't filming. Got a drum for the sequel. They wanna take it from me, yeah. Gotta be brave where I be, yeah. Or be in the grave where I be, yeah. They be throwing shade at the sea, yeah. It's me on my way where I be, yeah. Mama ain't getting no sleep, yeah. They say I got ADHD, yeah. They say that I'm crazy, maybe, yeah. They wanna take it from me, yeah. No, wanna take it from me, yeah. Gotta be brave where I be, yeah. Around in the grave where I be, yeah. Or be in the grave where I be, yeah. Around, throw shade at the sea, yeah. They be throwing shade at the sea, yeah. It's me on my way where I be, yeah.
Thought he was fucking, I kinda feel bad since some hitters this way with a couple of class. Smitten and he ain't even get the kitten. I just seen that nigga, he still wanna blast. You know how I'm coming, it's never in last. It's never through internet, never an app. We bougie and ghetto, we something like that. Got heat that is straight and these bitches like now. I look better than bitches, I put that in caps. I snap on the beat and they put that in traps. These niggas be telling y'all still give them daps. I shit on these bitches, I'm calling a crap. Set him up on your nigga in my DM, but I heard he got the bump bump. Pussy not got, leave a nigga with a lump lump. Baby, I deserve a lump sum.
I keep the ratchet, that shit automatic. I keep the gadget, scope I attach it. I don't pat when I squeeze it, I brat it. So up the city, the less of the fabric. Show me your titties, I bet they be sagging. Still gon' circle now. Take off that wig, I bet you be nappy. Still gon' fuck up. Still gon' fuck up.
All right, guys, that's J33. I apologize for the technical difficulty. My music was like low or whatever. So all kinds of shit going on this chat, So I'm honored to present my next honoree, Damo Dior. Hello, love. How are you doing? That sun does not look like it's in PA. Where are you, bitch? Dom, you on mute. Take yourself off mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. That don't
okay.
That don't look like no PA son. Where you at?
It definitely ain't no Pennsylvania, son. I'm in fucking California right now. I'm in LA.
Hey, you in LA on your Marilyn Monroe shit, huh?
Hey, yes, you already know it. Man, I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like a piece of shit. I forgot all about this interview. I didn't forget. I just, I'm out here doing stuff, and you gotta move how LA moves. You gotta be quick, like you gotta be fast. So shit slip your mind if you ain't on top of your game. But I'm here, and I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you always, showing love, always fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you in a different space. You in like the mainstream space, and like you're not scared to, ingratiate your base and your folks with me. So I appreciate that. So I just want to, so you're my old roommate, you know what I'm saying? We was cool as shit, but I never really got to know what your upbringing was like or what your source of, by the way, Damo is a rapper, you know what I'm saying? She's super talented. Everybody, please go check her out. That was her on the record, of course. And J33 is the name of the song because that's where we lived at together. We lived on J Unit in cell 33. Anybody know J Unit at Muncie is fucking vicious. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't no joke. So we was in there bidding together, mobbing. So I guess what I want to ask you is, what do you think contributed? I know that you work with young girls about, boundaries and healthy relationships and shit like that. So what do you think attributed to you ending up like doing so much time in various types of Department of Corrections?
Well, I feel like for one, just like being like misguided, or not even like misguided, like not guided at all. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you coming up, you know, you from like a minority middle class type of situation. Like, you know, parents is always stressed out. They not really like picking up where they supposed to. They slacking off in certain areas, so they can't teach you all the things that you need to know about life. So, you know, naturally we gravitate towards other things that, you know, make us feel grown or make us feel like, you know, we learning something that we not learning at home. So that's where like dealing with like different guys came into play. Me hanging with like females that, you know, probably didn't mean me no good, but just want to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? Vandalizing shit, doing just young girl crazy stuff, getting locked up, all that type of stuff, trying to fit in and trying to look cool. Then that eventually like creates like a path that you didn't even see coming. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes you through a whirlwind of events, and then now, you know, next thing you look up, you in the Fed doing time behind the niggas. So it's like just not having any guidance and looking for it in the wrong place.
Right. And I was going to ask you, like, what do you think the biggest difference between state time and Fed time is, or what was it for you? Like, what was the biggest difference in the actual bid?
I know the two different territories are definitely different in ruthlessness. Like the magnitude of the things that the women did in the feds were like 3 times the things that the girls in state prisons and stuff did. So it kind of teaches you a different level of like survival, because like now, like, you know, you dealing with females that like carry razors under their tongues in the feds and stuff like that, and girls that aren't afraid to kill you because they probably got life and even more you know what I'm saying, time than that. So it's like definitely the ruthlessness. The ruthlessness is like totally different. You got to be on your guard. You learn new survival skills and all that. But it's also different as far as like trying to help people better themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because there were like different programs and stuff like that that the feds offered that the state didn't. You know, you of course you get less time. You have to do less time. They give you like, you know, them months off of your sentence or whatever. Every year, I think it's like 9 months to a year, something like that. But it was different in a whole lot of ways. Just the whole structure, the whole setup of it, like it was different a lot.
All right, and like I don't want to keep you too long because you know you in LA moving fast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just ask you one more question. How were you able to push the grind like all the way to Hollywood and able to ingratiate yourself into that market? Like, and when any advice to any other, you know, up and coming artists that want to kind of be in that type of space, and also what's coming next, and you know how can people support you?
Right. Well, I would definitely say to anybody that is trying to do something outside of the ordinary, outside the box, and chase something that, you know, you really believe in or whatever, I would just say to, you know, just keep believing it, because people are always gonna like knock you down for things that they don't have the courage to do, and like that they don't have the balls to, you know what I'm saying, chase or whatever. So it's like I don't take anybody's opinion. If I want to go to Paris tomorrow and I know I have to work, I'm not gonna ask nobody like, should I go to Paris? I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Because people are always going to fill you with the doubts of, you know, their beliefs and the things that they feel, you know, could happen. But just do you know what I'm saying? Keep going. Like, no matter if you promote your stuff, you don't get no likes, people still watching you. People are just going to, they're just watching to see if you're going to give up on yourself. They really just, they're going to watch you because they feel like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she ain't going to pull through. She ain't going to follow through. But like, make motherfuckers a believer. You know what I'm saying? I have people doubt me all my life. There's still people that laugh at me when I say certain shit. So I don't even say much. Like, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? Be brave. You got to do things that people wouldn't ordinarily do. And that's nothing like out of character. You know what I'm saying? Just putting yourself out there, promote you to the fullest, slide in DMs. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a rapper, slide in the rapper's DMs. You know, you want to be a model. Keep stalking Tyra Banks. Go on her Instagram and leave 1,000 comments a day. Like, you just got to do crazy shit that gets you like noticed, and people be like, oh, you know what? She got a different type of drive. Like, I think I want to fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just got to put your best foot forward or whatever, and like just know that if you keep going and you want it bad enough and you a good person and you pray for it, it's gonna happen. So don't trip, it's gonna happen.
All right.
And
and
the
ass
next
so
thing I got
big,
coming out
ass
is
so big.
actually, yes. I was just about to say that. I got a single coming out, y'all. It's called Ass So Big. So the title is like basically self-explanatory. I feel like you know what the song is about. just, you know, ratchet, turning up, cute shit, you know, get these niggas money, that type of vibe or whatever. Just like something for the summer for the girls to, you know,
That shit hard
turn up to
too.
and all that. So the video is gonna be dropping in like 2 weeks. So yeah, I just gotta look
Everybody
out.
look out for that. And thank you very much, Don, for coming through. I appreciate it. And
No
everybody,
problem.
all my honorees, send me y'all cash app so I could treat y'all like the bosses y'all are and pay for y'all time. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Look, I'm so used to doing interviews on this promo run. I'm talking about thank you for having me. This is
Okay.
cool. Bye, Dom. Next song.
All right, see you.
All right, boo. Next song I got coming up is Bestie. It's really in no relation to my next honoree. Her name is Antoinette Fry, and she has an up and coming candle business that I want to highlight. It's no relation, but yeah, here we go. Bestie.
Bestie, yeah. Your phone is your bestie, yeah. Just let go of the stress. Your phone is your bestie, yeah. Give a fuck about a nigga. Send me your phone as your bestie, yeah. Just let go of the stress. You can call me sis when you text me, yeah. Give a fuck about a nigga. Send me your phone as your bestie, yeah. You can call me sis when you text me, yeah. Send me your phone as your bestie. Should be my right hand, but you my lucky lefty, yeah. Send me your phone as your bestie, yeah. You can call me sis when you text me, yeah. Strap them things right onto your belly, yeah. See you cross the country in the next week, yeah. He say that you is queen, well then let's see, yeah. You do be making moves like that chess piece, yeah. He do be in the hood looking stressy, yeah. While we be in the bed with the wet sheets. I got your shit, don't worry, you won't get her back. I'ma stretch out, I ain't finna leave that shit intact. She throwing kegels tryna make that pussy snap back. But this a new era, baby, no cap, yeah. Said that's your girl and I'm cool with that, yeah. But that's my bitch, ain't no disputing that. I said, oh, that's your girl and I'm cool with that, yeah. But that's my bitch, ain't no disputing that. So send me in your phone as your bestie, yeah. You can call me sis when you text me, yeah. Send me in your phone as your bestie. Should be my right hand, but you my lucky lefty, yeah. Don't have that hoe hurt little nigga. Like, you the only one kiss that little birth, my little nigga. You from dirt farm, little nigga. I'm from turf talk, Shirelle. She like war scars, not nerf ball. Dirt ball, little nigga on my third strike and I'm here. Gotta swing off of the fences. That surf's off, that curveball, get work off, I'm pitching, yeah. Oh, said that's your girl and I'm good with it, yeah. But that's my bitch, we on some hood shit. We be on that, no need to speak, it's understood shit. If with my ride, man, I be up on that bullshit. You be on that insecure, that I'm sure shit. I be on that, get the bitch they never thought I could get. So say me in your phone as your bestie, yeah. You can call me sis when you text me, yeah. Say me in your phone as your bestie. Should be my right hand, but you my lucky lefty, yeah. Say me in your phone as your bestie, yeah. You can call me sis when you text me, yeah. Say me in your phone as your bestie. Should be my right hand, but you my lucky lefty, yeah.
Oh, that's your girl and I'm cool with that. But that's my bitch, ain't no disputing that. Oh, that's your girl and I'm cool with that. But that's my bitch, ain't no disputing that.
All right, guys, that was Bestie. And now I am proud to present my next honoree. Her name is Antoinette Fry from Harrisburg. That's pretty much all I know about her. But I do know some other stuff. I do know that she has a candle business, and I know that she kind of just started that. And I wanted to highlight her as a small business owner and give her a platform to, you know, speak about her journey. And I have some other couple questions. So thank you, Antoinette, for joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, girl. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I see all the candles in the back. Like, what's up? Like, first of all, how did you get into this? Like, did you want to start a business first, or did you like the candles first?
Listen, I don't know how it came to me, but let me tell you this. I've always wanted to start a business. I never really had any idea what I would do, but I'm like, I'm getting older and older, and I ain't really got shit going for myself. I need to figure something out. So I'm like always watching Shark Tank and shit, trying to get ideas, see if anything inspires me, get me motivated or creative. Nothing, but I still watch it. But I'm at work one day in the bathroom, hiding on my phones. I don't feel like being out there. And they're stealing company time. So I'm at work listening to like 101 Hustles on Audible. And they start talking about candles. And, you know, I just start thinking, well, yeah, I do love candles. It's hard to find good ones. Let me, you know, see if I can do this. I'm just making candles. That's easy, right? Yeah, it's not as easy as I thought it was.
Yeah, no, I bet. And you got this fire ass boat, this wood boat. Like that's what actually I knew you had the candle business. But when I was scrolling and I seen that fire ass boat that you had, I was like, oh, so I went on the site. I'm like, yo, you got some shit on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when I seen like,
so good.
This is my testing boat. And listen, I got so many testers that I'm not using. Listen, I make candles. I burn candles all the time now. So, you know, I burn them, get to see how they burn, if I like how it's going. You know, that's the end of that. So now I just got this candle that's just going to sit here because, you know, I can't sell it to nobody because I used it. But I don't know. You want that? Come to Harrisburg and get it, or pay for shipping. You can have it for free.
no, I definitely know. I'm gonna pay for it, of course. I just wanted that was the thing that really caught my eye that made me like click on it. Like, oh, let me see what's up with this shit. And I got one more question because I noticed that you like when I was booked, I feel like you was already like the OG when I first came in there. You feel me? Even though you seem like young, but you was already, I feel like there, you already kind of knew how to bid or whatever. And when I came, I seen that you had a daughter or a son, and now you got a baby. Like, and it's like so many years apart. And because my son is 15, and I would like a do-over myself. I just want to know, like, how is that working? How did you figure out the fucking car seat, first of all? Like, that's the number one thing, because all this new shit is just so new. So was it really hard to, like, figure it out? Like, all this new shit and, like, being a parent of the early 90s or 90s versus, like, a new parent?
Yeah, definitely, because now, you know, I'm older and I got some patience. You know, I had my daughter at 18. I had no patience. I was ready to get back out there and run the fucking streets. So, you know, being older now, I appreciate it so much more. You know, it's so peaceful, irritating, annoying, tiring, draining, but I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to know what you thought about that, just because, like I said, I'm thinking about trying. So I'm just like, I don't know, because I'm about to be Mystique 15. 3 years, he gonna be gone. I don't know if I want to like dedicate myself. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought I was about to live my best hot girl summer. Nope, that's over.
Right. Somebody's asking for your info on the candle, so if you could put your website in the chat, that'd be great.
Right.
And thank you, Antoinette, for having me. Send me your Cash App so I can pay you for your time, like the boss that you are. I really appreciate it. And
thank you. I appreciate it as well.
Sure.
I also bought your album. I don't know what's going on there. They sending me money back. I don't know what.
Where you buy it from?
Something space. You only had 2 options I could buy from, and that was something with iPhone.
No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can buy it from anywhere. Apple.
Well, I clicked the link in the email. I clicked that link and went there, but I don't. They only look like they kept $3 and sending the rest. So.
All right, I'll straighten.
I paid $20. I don't know what.
What? All right, I'll straighten you out. I got you.
I know.
Thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. No problem.
My next song is Conspiracy, and this is dedicated to my best friend in the whole wide world, Mo.
With the gang at the bar, stumble all the way to the car. Slouching back of the leg, eyes seeing stars as they roll back. All of a sudden, hit skirt, soul bam, snap. Caddy moving real fast, bean on the dash, law on that ass. Bang out, it's a crash. That's when shit go black. When you come to a crack, got your damn arms tied behind your back. You don't even know what happened, but you know you ain't a rat. So they take you to book and bail a few racks, but you ain't got that. Victim getting life flighted, charges murder indictment. OG saying bite it, jailhouse lawyers telling you to fight it. Wife, you got you on silent. Shit, so do your side bitch. Sully said it's election year. I don't know what that mean. It mean if you lose, you get in the electric chair. Plea offer is hella years. You gotta hold in a well of tears. Can't cry all these mells in here. You ain't getting no melanin. Think about telling you hella scared. But if you tell them talking shit, your coffin paper put a nail in there. This is the system. Jail in the prison. Realize nobody miss you. This is the system. You realize them bitches ain't coming to visit my nigga. This is the system. And when you come home, your kids won't remember you, nigga. This is the system. Practice fitness, religion, give wisdom, blessing. Parole, man, I wanna go home. Damn, I ain't got no home plan, no. I got nowhere to go. It be your own family view in a cold. Damn, it's the only home that I know. This the only home that I know. No trial, get an elbow. Working out, got the gel glow. Keep putting in the pill, should've took the deal. Court saying hell no. Nightmares in your sheet tied around a tear neck and just let go. But you know that the hell you go if you do already in the hellhole. Wife, you got a new nigga. Got them raising your kids and buying them clothes. Father and roll, nigga giving ass whippings. Your mom died, she was sickin'. You ain't get the old bitch shit. You ain't found out till one of your siblings came through with a conviction. It's been 15 you been in, 1,000 roommates you live with. A new dude with a box walk in, you realize it's your kid shit. He don't even remember you. Even though you're identical, guess the cycle continues. Yes, the cycle continues. This is the system. Jail in the prison, realize nobody miss you. This is the system. You realize the bitches ain't coming to visit my nigga. This is the system. And when you come home, your kids won't remember you, nigga. This is the system. Practice fitness, religion, get wisdom, blessing. Parole, man, I wanna go home. Damn, I ain't got no home plan, no. I got nowhere to go. It be your own family view in a cold. Damn, it's the only home that I know. It's the only home that I know.
Parole, man, I wanna go home. Damn, I ain't got no home plan, no.
I got nowhere to go.
It be your own family view in a cold. Damn, it's the only home that I know.
It's the only home that I know. It's the only home that I know. I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to go.
All right. I think that's my favorite song on the album. I think. That's Conspiracy. Telling the story that I know all too well from seeing a lot of people go down for shit that they don't have anything to do with. Which brings me to my next guest, Monique Bell, who is my best friend in the whole wide world. So, Mo.
Hi, Mo. Hi, everyone. I love you, baby.
I love you. Thank you for joining us. So your story is it's hard for me to explain it because I was there pretty much every step. So
Right.
to see how the process played out. But I would say my first question would be, because you know I'm about to put it out there that you Jehovah's Witness, that you grew up Jehovah's Witness, right?
Absolutely.
So how did you stop knocking on the doors and end up in the situation that you ended up in? Because you came from a good family, a great family. Hey, Ina, I love your family, Teddy, beautiful, like your mother, like everybody was like really supportive. And how do you think you ended up in the situation that you ended up in, being as though you really had even nothing to even do with the actual crime? Like, how did that happen?
I think it happened because I'm loyal to a fault. When it came down to how I caught my case, it didn't matter about the fact that I had my family. Absolutely, I love my sister hands down. She's my best friend in this world, other than you. My Gwen is on the call too, Mo, so you know.
Hi, Gwen. How you doing?
That's my cousin. That's my first cousin, y'all.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for coming.
But I'm a loyal person, Mo, and everybody on this call that knows me. Most of y'all that did time with me in jail. Listen, I gotta do this real fast. Dad, I ain't do no time with Dad, and that's your mom. But I'm gonna tell y'all, Dad is hands down one of the best people I know. Not because she's Mo's mother. Dad became my supervisor. And I stayed at that job for 2.5 years. I'm talking about you, BL Shirelle's mom. She's one of the best people I know. And as she started hiring people from jail, she said to us, she said, don't nobody work hard as y'all do. She said, I can tell my girls, I can tell the people that come from jail, because y'all want something. And Deb don't even know what that statement meant to me, because she saw something in me that at that time, I didn't even see in myself. And it made me push myself even harder. So thank you, Deb. Dawn DeLonzo. Dawn did a lot of time, y'all. Dawn did more things than I did. Dawn is a beautiful person. I can't even go into it because I would take up too much time. But we'll talk offline. We have a mutual friend, Joanne Curley, that did 20 years straight. It's probably over 100 years of time given to the prison system just in this phone call. Alicia, Candy, that's my baby. We've definitely seen each other since I've been home. Alicia and I, we actually, unfortunately, had to attend LaShonda Anderson's janaza together. I've supported Alicia when she opened her business. I do want some hair growth stuff, though, just so you know, I'm calling you.
You already ain't got no forehead. You already ain't got no forehead from all that hair. You talking about you want some hair growth.
So what? I don't want to be bald headed ever.
She just Miss Monkey, Mo. She just Miss Monkey.
Listen, Sade was my next door neighbor, y'all. She's from Harrisburg, I believe. Is Sade from Harrisburg? She was she talked about her son so much. If I ain't remember nobody in her family, and if y'all follow her on Instagram and y'all see that little boy, he's gonna be something. That's what I'm gonna say. Karen, Aunt Karen. That's Mo aunt, y'all. For y'all that don't know her, Karen was upstate when I got to Cambridge Springs. I heard her stories because Karen, Mo, and Deb caught a case together. So I had heard plenty of stories about them before I met both of them. But Karen was on that pinochle table in that yard, and she about her business on that table. She don't play no games when it comes to them cards.
She ain't fucking with me, though. That's another story.
We need a real match, y'all. Antoinette. It's funny, Mo, that you was like, you ain't know too much about Antoinette, because I really got to know Antoinette very well. Antoinette was one of my roommates. She was my roommate on C4, and I don't even know if you knew that. But we met on very bad terms behind Amina Johnson. But we were so honest with each other that from the day that we met, we clicked. And we never had a problem since then. I love you, Antoinette.
I remember when Antoinette was your roommate.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
I love you too, Mo. Glad to see you're doing well.
Yeah, you too, baby. I love the bell. Davita, Flip. I've seen Davita. Davita and I both share a horrible experience since we've been home. We both have lost our mother. For y'all that don't know, y'all probably do if y'all follow me on Instagram. But to be gone for 10 years and you come home and one of the one people that you know had your back through everything in life, when you miss that person, when you lose that person, I wasn't home, I think, a year and a half, and my mom, I lost my mom to cancer. So it was like I disconnected a lot. Even with, I did too much time not to keep in contact with a lot of people, like Alveda Tolliver and people that I was really close to. But I was dealing with so much personally that I didn't really know I had to get myself together. That's what I want to say. Nikki Flowers. Now I don't know Nikki well. Nikki's always was a sweetheart, but I need you to know, Nick. I need you. I already know Mo is our plug. I definitely have a story to tell. I got a couple books I need to write, so I will be hollering at you, Nick. And I'm so proud of you, especially with your production company. My nephew Zaire, he makes beats. I need y'all to know. Mo even supports my nephew. He had a song on his album that's called Phantom Cookie that Toya's son, who is Mo's son, Mystique, also was featured on that song. And I just cried. Like, I don't know if y'all saw what I put on the chat, but I put, it's time for us to do what we used to walk in that yard and what we used to talk about doing. And I feel like we're halfway there, y'all. Like we all doing what we supposed to do. We way farther than the system ever thought we was going to be. And
Facts.
It's been prejudice shit going on. You know how many white people was on this call? You know how many white fucking friends I got? I wouldn't care what nobody ever had to say about y'all because I know y'all heart. And I want y'all to know that. Mo, guess what? I ain't crying.
I know. I just want to say, Mo, you know I love you. You know you're my best friend in the whole world. And I just want to highlight the fact that after you did that time, I was there the day you fucking got sentenced. I was there the day you gave all your shit away and thought you was going home. And then this lady gave you 10 to 20 years. And God is good because I was at court that day.
Yes,
like,
you
I
were.
didn't even have a court date. Yeah, I didn't even have a court date, but God knew that we needed to be like together that day.
Yes.
So we've been through this from the beginning to the end, and like to see how far you've come and how you work in the school district and how you help these kids and how you're able to reach out to them and like really be an influence for them. Like I'm just
I started working at a shelter, y'all. From the shelter, I got an opportunity to work at a high school. I work at a high school. I work with children, y'all, from the 9th grade to the 12th grade. I am raising a 14-year-old. That's my son. I just need y'all to know that. So if y'all ever see that little boy, that's my child. I'm getting married soon. Anybody that can come, I would love for y'all to come. I'm not getting married nowhere near Philadelphia. So I'll definitely keep y'all posted. It will be a trip for everybody if y'all want to come, but all y'all are more than welcome to come. And I love y'all. But yes, I mentor children. I take care of everybody's kids. Currently, I have a foster child in my home. She ain't even legally in here. She just turned 18, but she's on her way to Cheney University. So any way that I can help someone, that's what I do. That's what I did for y'all. That's just the heart that God has given me. Sometimes I get mad at myself. Huh?
You want another foster child? She's 6 years old.
Oh my God.
She come with food.
Leave my you to the fuck out of this.
I do that with you. Cut it out. She can come whenever she wants, but I can't
with everything. She comes set up and ready to go.
Listen, she is a brat. Yo, but I love all y'all.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Mo. I love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting me always. I really appreciate it. And now I'm going to go to my next honoree, who happens to be my wife. And this song is a diss record towards her. It's called X Bitch. Let's go.
Yo!
I don't get it. You ain't never worried about the rest, and you ain't never worried about the next bitch, no. Why you always worry about that ex bitch? Don't let her see you sweat, that ain't a threat, sis. Yeah, yeah. I ain't never seen you insecure and mature. Sweater in this life, shorty, you done been before. But if I ever loved you, I still do, I can't erase that. If I gave you love and that was yours, I can't take it back. If I found you special, it was real, I wasn't faking that. Secret still safe in your success, I still pray for that. Why you so uncomfortable with that? Don't mean I wanna, cause she's something from my past. I ain't looking back. Girl, you in my present like that gift that keep on giving. I'm removing all your rapping. And if I took her back, I be blocking blessings like that saint that keep on sending, repenting with no action. It's like you want everyone who dated me to hate me, but I don't fuck with bitches that's bitter. I only fuck with women that amaze me. That's why I fuck with ya. You ain't never worried about the rest. And you ain't never worried about the next bitch, no. Why you always worried about that ex bitch? Don't let us see you sweat, that ain't a threat, sis. Yeah. You ain't never worried about the rest. And you ain't never worried about the next bitch, no. Why you always worried about that ex bitch? That ex bitch will let us see you stress, bitch. Yeah, I keep it 100, I keep hundreds in abundance. We be fucking, I be all up in your stomach. You a thoroughbred. Times of the month when you be cramping and be bloody, you still give me what I want and I love it. You give me more hit. Nigga up in hundreds and this judge was corrupt, so he be praying on his rug, prostration on his forehead. You don't see me stressing about them letters and them checks that you be sending free. That nigga, in fact, just send them more bread. Cause I ain't gon' worry about the next nigga. And you ain't gon' worry about the next bitch, no. Why you always worry about that ex bitch? Don't let us see you sweat, that ain't a threat, sis. Yeah. You ain't never worry about the rest. And you ain't never worry about the next bitch, no. But why you always worry about that ex bitch? That ex bitch will let us see you press, bitch. Yeah. Worry about that ex bitch. Only fuck with women that amaze me. That's why I fuck with you. Always fucking worrying about the next bitch. Always fucking worrying about that ex bitch. I ain't got no time to be a real nigga. Yeah, I'm on real about what happened. You ain't never worried about the rest. You ain't never worried about the next bitch, no. Why you always worry about that ex bitch? That ex bitch will let us see you stress, bitch. Yeah.
All right, guys, that was X Bitch, and I'm gonna bring my next nominee or honoree to the floor. Her name is Latoya Ross. She happens to be my wife. Hi. Thank you for joining me today. So I wrote that song out of, I guess my first question to you is, why are you so worried if I'm amicable with an ex? That's my first question.
So first of all, can y'all hear me? Don't get on here and start no shit, Mo. Leave
I'm
me
not.
Leave my queen alone.
Meet up in front of millions, y'all. I just need y'all to know. I'm not gonna be a conspirator to nothing. So if Toya start beating that lady up, I'm hanging up.
I'm just asking a question. She's an honoree just like everyone else. I'm just asking a question.
Excuse me, Mobile.
Yes, Toya.
You see me lose 70 pounds straight the fuck up. Like you straight see me lose 70 pounds straight the fuck up in like 3 months, my nigga. You was asking this nigga what's wrong with me. Like, do she really want to go there? Hey, Toy, I told her she better leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Not that one.
Listen, son, I'm just asking for creative purposes.
That one.
The song is out. People love the song. It's very relatable. So I'm just asking why. All right. Let's make it less personal.
All right.
Why are women so concerned if someone is amicable, meaning friendly, like they don't hate their ex. It's not my fault that most women hate their exes. I have nothing to do with that. People still like me after everything's over. So my question is, what's the problem with that? That's all.
All right, so let my girls chill, because my girls is on my team. They
I see.
Because they was there. They already know. They fucking know, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this shit.
Let's keep it in general.
It's the woman's motive. It's the other woman's motive.
There you go. There you go.
Right, because a lot of them, even though you left them, a lot of them stick around for their own personal reasons.
Now let the
Right.
Cambridge Springs and Muncie say amen. Let the church Cambridge Springs and Muncie.
Amen. But yeah, a lot of them stick around for their own personal reason. A lot of them stick around because they can't let you go. So they'll settle for being your friend and getting that attention, knowing that maybe your significant other may feel some type of way. So they can run your significant other out the way so they can be back and good. It's not always good intentions though, to be honest.
Okay. I'll take that. I just asked the question. That's it.
Excuse me. Oh, because you try to make it seem like my toy is intimidated by any of your exes. No, she's not.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Toya not intimidated by none of them. Toya just don't want to go back to jail.
Right.
Yo, I'm gonna say something. This Maxwell, Toya ain't worried about none of that shit. I done been around Moses Chump. When it comes, Toya gonna put it down.
Right.
No, y'all all ganging up on me. I'm just asking a general question. Y'all act like this is not a topic. You act like women don't have an issue with, people being friends after the relationship is over. Okay, and that's all I'm asking.
It is a woman thing, Mo. It is.
Thank you. Aina, thank you. Somebody's sticking up for me.
That was me. That wasn't even Aina.
No. Now this is Aina. This is Aina.
I'm sorry, Aina.
That go both ways. That go both ways. Men like that too. Cause that's what I be saying. You worrying about the wrong shit, yo. You better worry about this shit right in front of you before it be gone. And you be worrying about that ex bitch. For what? I love that song. I'm out.
That's my sister, y'all.
Right. Okay. Now. Go ahead, Toya.
You get a job.
Mo, take that camera off mute. Take that mic off mute. What you trying?
No, I had, because she's on my phone, so I thought that the audio was gonna fuck up from her. She's working off my phone.
Can y'all hear me?
No, you gotta come.
Just come on and get those.
Yes, Flip. I'm moving on. Yes, Flip. I'm moving on. I got a different question. I'm moving the fuck on.
Still take me off mute. They can't hear me.
Okay, I got you off mute.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Oh, wait, hold on. There you go.
Okay.
Can y'all hear her now?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, Toya.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So all I have to say is this. I understand about having an outside source that you were with before, and I'm really understanding of being with them, being friends and things like that. But the thing is, I'm so understanding that these bitches take advantage. And once you attempt to take advantage of me, all bets are off. But you can die. That's it. That's just how it goes. So I will be understanding, and if you can be respectful of my union, then you can be friends. But the problem is, I'm so understanding that you just step over their boundaries. And once they do that, that's it. And we can move on from the conversation.
All right, let's move on.
I bet.
Thank you for coming once again. I really appreciate it. And I can honestly say, Toya, for real, I love you to death. I married you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And a part of that is from your work ethic. It's from your drive. Like, I've learned so much from watching you turn state penitentiary trade into becoming literally, I'm not just saying this figuratively, the #1 optician in Philadelphia. So I just need to ask you, like, how, I mean, I was here the whole time, but how did you get it to that point? How did you become #1 in the whole fucking city of Philadelphia? Like, how did that happen?
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So how I did that is the same hustle that I applied to the street. I was kind of cutthroat, but I was good. I watch your kids. I still sell you crack, but I watch your kids. You know what I mean? So, I applied that same hustle to what I do with eyeglasses. I believe in helping people. I believe that everybody, no matter the deserves to receive the same adequate care. And I am real like in the healthcare business, but I am in the optical business, which helps determine certain health things pertaining to eyes outside of giving eyeglasses. So same hustle that I put into selling drugs and taking care of my friends and people, because I believe that the people I sold crack was my friends. Y'all might not feel that way, but I did. And I believe that that same thing applies to anything that I do when it comes to making money. And now that I'm doing it in a legitimate way, it makes it much easier for me.
And how many people with backgrounds have you been able to hire in the course of your career? You know, how many times were you able to give back and give a job to someone who may have just gotten out of penitentiary? Yes, how many people have you been able to hire with records and, you know, people who may have sketchy backgrounds to give them a second chance in your field since you've been in a position of power? Because that's what you have. You're in a position of power. So how many people have you been able to give back to in that regard?
So thus far, I have employed five people that were incarcerated, and I now have a new young lady that is in a halfway house that I have hired that will be starting on July 2nd. So 5, and then she'll be number 6, which she starts July 2nd, and she is currently in a halfway house.
And I mean, a part of, I know that regardless of what you would have done, because you're such a hustler, that's how you would have been giving it up. So like, regardless of whatever occupation you would have chosen, you would have been, you know, very, you know, astute at whatever it is you've done. But I still want to know, because you got a lot of things. You got a career from the penitentiary. You got a bearded lady from the penitentiary. So I'm still curious to know, what exactly do you think your life would have turned out if, you know, you wouldn't have? Because I know you wanted to run a laundromat before and you wanted a bookstore.
Right. Right.
So before optical became a passion for you, like, what do you think would have happened had you never had to experience, you know, going through the DOC, like, as far as your career?
So if I did not go to prison, number one, I don't believe I'd be married to a bearded lady, because y'all bitches are far and few between. So I don't believe I'd have been able to find you.
Okay, that's about your career, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just saying, you said what I wouldn't have found, bitch. So you wouldn't have been found, bitch. Moving on. As far as my career path, I was very much a jumper. So I didn't have nothing really in mind, except, like you said, I did want to have my laundromats. I did want to do a bookstore. My passion was really the laundromats, though. I don't know where that shit came from, but that's just, when I met you, I told you that shit. And I really felt that way. Up until probably like 3 years ago, I always wanted laundromats, whatever. I don't know why. But I was going to go to college. I was going to go to college, and I was going to major, I believe, in business before I got incarcerated. So, I mean, I'm still doing what I got to do. But as I tell everybody, I went to a different institution, so I went to the same kind of thing. You know, the people that's in debt, I tell people that all the time. Y'all go to one institution, I went to an institution too. So don't judge me, bitch. Cause I'm without the debt.
Facts. And you making
Okay?
more than them. Facts.
Same thing. Right. So you know what I mean? I'm kind of sort of more smart. Don't want to toot horns, but a little bit more smart than the college grads. Temple's not doing that well as far as their graduates, based on the, who I work with. So being said, I just feel like I'm doing what was presented to me, what God wanted me to do, because I like to help people, and that's what I'm doing.
And you're doing a wonderful job. I'm extremely, extremely proud and extremely happy to say that you're my wife. I love you so much. Thank you for everything, all your support, all the shit behind the scenes, all the shit everybody can see. It's a lot that goes into a lifelong commitment, and I appreciate your patience and your love for me. I really do. I can't even really express.
I love you too, ugly.
Thank you, baby.
I love you too,
ugly. Thank you.
I appreciate coming
That's
to
enough for
your
you. That's enough for you. That's enough for you. Bye. Next honoree is going to be T. Latanya Myers. My next song I dedicated to T. because she has an initiative to get vets and parolees a free medical marijuana license if they need one. And I think that's super dope. And I'm about to light my marijuana in honor of T. So I just want to play this song. It's called Phantom Cookie. It's from a beautiful strain that I was on, and I wrote it in like 5 minutes. So let's go.
Yeah. Phantom Cookie flow. SV, bitch. Do this shit for niggas in the hood, it's on my back. You do this shit for the instant, just to post a stack. Snatch a chain, bless your brain, tryna get it back. Detach your frame, they gotta wrap that shit around your lap. Wait, let me get it back. Whip it all kind of ways. Know what them pipers scream. Put it in that microwave. Boy, I got that psycho wave. Aunties, they be hype for days. Niggas wanna kill me, keep it stitches like it's micro braids. I ain't gotta say no more. Too many Dutches from the store, I don't pay no more. Got the blocks to get the yayo going. You got them little Lego Jones, but I don't even play no more. Listen, niggas is torn, liquor is porn, bitches is horn, it's great, but it's getting annoying. I'm just trying to get to the morning before my mama get to the morning and get her on that way different than I'm living off the. Hold up, wait, let me get it back. Whip it all kind of ways, know what them pipers crave. Put it in that microwave, boy, I got that psycho wave. Aunties, they be half a day. Niggas wanna kill me, keep it still just like it's micro braids. Yeah, do the shit for the niggas, the hood is on my back. You do the shit for the Insta just to post a stack. Snatch your chain, blast your brain, tryna get it back. Touch your frame, they gotta wrap that shit around your lap. I don't even spray no more. Give me a little nine, nigga, say no more. 80s babies, we ain't got the time to play no more. I seen fiends smoke, I pay phone calls, I raised you boys. Listen, niggas is torn, liquor is porn, bitches is horn, it's great, but it's getting annoying. I'm just trying to get to the morning before my mama get to the morning and get her on the way different than I'm living off Dolphin. Hold up, wait, let me get it back. Whip it all kind of ways, know what them pipers crave. Put it in that microwave, boy, I got that psycho wave. Aunties, they be hype for days. Niggas wanna kill me, keep it stitches like it's micro braids. Yeah, hold up, let me get it back. Whip it all kind of ways, know what them pipers crave. Let me get it back, let me get it back. Aunties, they be hype for days. Niggas wanna kill me, keep it stitches like it's micro braids. Let me get it back.
All right, guys, that was Phantom Cookie, one of my playful songs before the album kind of takes a darker turn because it's been, pretty light this way through. So I'm proud to introduce my next honoree rather, Latanya Myers. We lived next door to each other, like in a trailer, so we was kind of like bed bunkies, if you will. And at the time I just thought, the nigga was a young boy that like I don't know what I thought, but I know that something made me kind of like take to him and like try to like show him how to play guitar, which Dot really had no interest in. But Dot did appease me and act like she wanted to learn for a little while. And now she is she works for Philly Bailout, and she is the first formerly incarcerated person to work for the Philly Defender as a bail negotiator. And I'm really proud to see how far Dot has come. So I want to introduce T Dot, aka Latanya Myers. What's up, Dot?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's crazy that I'm nervous right now, but I'm so happy to see everybody in here that supported BL, and I just want to say thank you, for just acknowledging, all the ladies here tonight and everything that everybody overcame. So, this turned out to be a good night to just chill, listen, laugh, and learn.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. My first question is something that I've been wanting to ask you, but I guess we never really we both been like running around a lot, so we haven't really been able to have our counseling sessions like we usually do. So what I want to ask you is, you're the first formerly incarcerated person to work at the Philly Defender. You were a bail negotiator. And before I get into your new current position, I just want to ask about that past position. How were you able to work that job and maintain the boundaries of not like losing sleep every fucking night? So like caught up in, whatever it was that your constituents was going through because you dealt with it personally. So how did you balance that thin line?
Um, well, actually, I wasn't the first formerly incarcerated person to work at the Defenders. And, I just want to let other people know that, we deserve to be in those spaces because we know we are the experts. We know exactly, we are the best people. We're closer to the problem, so we're closer to the solution. So don't let anybody, deter you and think that, certain objectives or certain career goals you can't attain because of what you've been through in the past. But I actually was the first bail navigator in the state of PA, which was a position that, it was a lot of weight on my shoulders as far as, being the first and laying the foundation for a lot of things that I kind of went through far as in trauma and pre-trial, and now working at the same office that alongside of attorneys that I know quite possibly didn't fight their hardest for me. But it gave me a sense of purpose to be there to bring that other narrative and to try to, use my relatable experience to really bring that like client centered, helping people address their underlying issues and not just letting people take plea deals. So, walking into the same jails that I was once held in and walking past the COs and they got a official visit, or even interviewing my former cellies, and going in there and advocating and getting them released is something that I say, it's not a career for me, it's my purpose, it's my passion. I take that personal. So each person that I went in there, I not only wanted to empower them to understand that, just not too long ago, I was sitting on the other side of this table. And God gives us toughest battles to the strongest soldiers. So if any way that I can bring some sort of inspiration or dispel those negative stigmas or those low expectations that so many people have for us and sometimes we have for ourselves, it's something that, I couldn't go in there and just half-ass do my job. I knew that at the end of the day, it meant more to me than just simply doing the bare minimum. I had to go over and beyond. I had to let them know that I was here for them. I had to show them the same programs and connect them with the same resources that I was able to connect to. I knew what it felt like to have to hustle to get an ID to get a job. So I tried to really help them understand the resources that's available to them so they won't have to go out there, so they can start planning their release and get connected to a community that will love them and support them. So the Defenders allowed me to do that there, and I take pride in that, and I, train that pre-entry team, and they're doing great, and we're still a liaison with them, and I just want to inspire other people to go after whatever they feel like they can contribute to this cause, to this movement, or to the betterment of like letting people know that we're not who they say we are. You know what I'm saying? That we're gonna rise above our odds.
Right. And now now you're working for Philly Bailout. And I just want to know, how many people have y'all bailed out this week? And 7 days.
So yeah, so now I'm at Philly Bailout, which I'm the first bail support coordinator there. And this week, well, during COVID alone, we bailed out over 450 people. Last Friday, we bailed out 10 individuals. Today, we was able to bail out a young man. That mother was actually on her way to like use her last, and she was wondering, why we were sitting out there and not use her last because she had to post the bail. And we explained to her about the program Friday. We was able to get his bail paid $10,000, 10% of 100,000. We was able to get his bail paid today, get him a ride home, get him a trans pass, get him a gift card so he can get his cell phone, turned on, clean the supplies, buy food for his kids. And then we follow up with an additional $800 to $1,600 in mutual aid, just to try to address some of those underlying issues as far as back rent and those pressures that people, the reality of coming home. A lot of people don't think about what comes with it. And they don't prepare for it. So, they get forced and they feel like their hand is forced and they get back in survival mode. So, the Community Bail Fund is a 90% volunteer-based organization, and due to donations of our community and supporters, we raise this money to advocate for the freedom. Like Juneteenth, I wish I could share some pictures with you. I mean, people's family, like we was literally liberating people on Juneteenth, and it just made me feel a strong connection with my ancestors to say that we're not finished. I know this commemorates the celebration, but I know that many of us still held unjustly behind bars just because we can't afford to purchase our freedom. So, I mean, being able to work on the ground and really meet people at the gate and really understand and walk with them step by step is something that I feel is priceless and I take pride in. And, it's bail funds all throughout. So, if any of y'all have anyone incarcerated that's currently held on pre-trial and can't afford to post a bail, I'll put our information in there. Any way that y'all can support that cause and liberating, we try to prioritize Black mothers. Miss Dana Dignity Act Now Collective actually helped donate a couple of laptops to some of the women that's coming home so they can participate in like political education classes. So yeah, we excited. We just want some Harriet Tubman. Let my people go. We out. By any means necessary. We gotta raise this money. If that's what you want, to purchase the freedom of our people, and we're gonna do it by any means necessary and give them that love and support that they need.
Yes, well, what you're doing, Dot, is really fucking special. It's really needed. It's really necessary. Me and you did a joint thing where we gave like some masses to one of the centers, and that was one of the centers that you was looped in with. You actually give these people rides from prison. You bail them out, you get them rides, you get them transitional centers to stay at, and you also get them jobs. So it's just a full wraparound thing. So what you're doing is amazing. And if anybody want to donate to Philly Bailout, C-Dot, can you please put it in the comment in the chat so people can
Yes,
support you?
I'll do. Yes. Anybody, and I want to donate. Whatever towards this right here. I want to donate half to Philly Bailout, half back to God Jim Crow. Man, I believe in y'all so much. Like seriously, yo, y'all giving hope to the people in there. You know what I'm saying? It's an outlet and a support. And I want to help uplift y'all as much as I can. And also, we created a formerly incarcerated transportation business where we're hiring $30 an hour for individuals that we bail out or individuals that's formerly incarcerated that got good licenses, that weren't working when the help connects and people and use their story as a testament while they drive them home to just give them an understanding of what's available out there. So yeah, if anybody interested in that as well, just please let me know. Move out all my handles. I just appreciate this opportunity and I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much, Dot. Make sure you put that link inside of the chat box for people so that they can access you and support your cause. I really appreciate you coming out. Thank you very much. We are going in the home stretch here. I have my next song is called, I believe, When You Need Me, and for this song, my honoree couldn't make it, so I had to push my mom back into her place because my mom was going way before this. And I want to take this time beforehand just to acknowledge my aunt who is here in the chat. She's formerly incarcerated. Hey, Chocolate Jr. Hey, baby, I love you.
Hey, Black, I love you too, darling. Hey, hi, everybody.
Hey, Shamalama back there. Oh, hey, baby. Yeah, so how are you enjoying yourself tonight? Is everything good? Everything moving along?
I am enjoying myself tremendously. I definitely am having a wonderful, beautiful time listening to everyone, listening to all the wonderful things that's going on with you ladies that I've been incarcerated with. Either y'all know who or not. Yeah, so I want to take it back. You know, you have always been, and no, I'm gonna put it on it. I have always been your number one fan. If anybody don't know it, I've always been her number one fan, and I was her first producer. So, you know, I just want you to know that, you know, I'm proud of you, and I've always been proud of you, and the things that you are doing are impeccable. You are
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you are a phenomenal woman, and you are doing the damn thing. And and to all y'all that are on here as supporters, right? You know, us formerly, you know, people that have formerly been incarcerated. I just want to tell y'all that life is great, and if we wouldn't have been through the experiences we've been through, we wouldn't be the people we are today.
Absolutely.
And with that,
yeah, we.
You know, Monique always thought she was my sister, y'all. Okay.
I was, but that's another story. Back to, I gotta get. I'm 12 minutes behind already, so I'm going to go to When You Need Me really quick, and I will be back.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, man. There go your letter. Only the first verse, though. Yeah. As I sit and reminisce upon my longest friend, at age 6 and I bind it was the closest then, and I can't comprehend how you drown me in your sorrow when you taught me how to swim and hold my oxygen. So as I travel through these waters, I ain't got a fin. No, I ain't got a friend. You never take responsibility. You ain't trying to fend for your family. You too busy fucking trying to trend. If you could level up, then dive in. You begged me to get you some employment. Ain't even work long enough for the unemployment. Keep getting booked, you a burden now when this shit's annoying. Oh, you mad? I ain't seen no pictures. Well, this your 5th bid. I'm waiting on your silly ass to get the picture. You say I ain't a friend, but when your son needed anything, I ain't in the win. I've been the one that you depend on. You don't never give it back. You be the one where it depends. You only call me when you. Nigga, I only saw you when you. And you don't seem true. You just. And before I need you, you gon' need me. You gon' need me. My homie, before we was fucking bitches, we was skipping school, splitting Swedish fishes. But over the years, I peeped the difference, growing in different directions. And niggas since the distance. I remember we got jumped on Critterdom. Damn, we stood the rain, they was calling us New Edition. Damn, how you done changed, surrounded by snakes slithering. Your arithmetic added additions, but caused division. Damn, decisions. My intuition is telling me cut the cancer. My heart think it's benign. It's saying that's not the answer. My soul way in denial, cause damn, you was my man, bruh. You fucked one of my bitches, but I got past that. If she was really my bitch, that wouldn't have happened. But you was supposed to be carrying my casket, but when I'm around you, I feel needs to carry the ratchet. Hey, you only call me when you. Nigga, I only saw you when you. And you don't seem true, you just. And before I need you, you gon' need me. You gon' need me.
To refuse this free call, press 2. If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press 6. Thank you for using Surrey. You may start the conversation now.
Yo.
I only got 1 minute, man. I had to hurry up and try to get you through though. But, you guys got my letter and shit, man?
I did, but y'all Muslims, y'all forget it's Christmas. Y'all be forgetting. Y'all don't care that we got Christmas and we got kids. Y'all Muslims. I done told all 3 of y'all at this point. I got you though, soon. Promise. Like, give me like 2 weeks.
Listen, I'm gonna try to get this thing back on here tomorrow. You gonna be available like in the morning or the evening.
And that is When You Need Me that I wrote for all my selfish friends. So now we're going to generational curse. And before we get there, I just want to talk about my mom because this ties in really well. Generational curse is a song that I wrote just with on my mind the things that me and my family has been through. So I want to highlight my mom really quick. Mom, hi. I just want to say that I'm extremely proud of you. I never really envisioned what our future looked like, but I imagine when I was 12, I didn't think that it looked like this. So that goes to tell me that we're doing extremely well.
Agreed. Very much agreed.
And for people who don't know, me and my mom were like co-defendants like 2 or 3 times. I mean, we was like real life Bonnie and Clyde. Like shit was crazy and shit was real. I mean, we sold a brick of Claritin to one nigga before. Mom, am I lying? Hey, we sold a brick of Claritin to some nigga before. When I was about 6 years old, that was the first time I was introduced to a weapon and, got to know where it was just in case anything crazy was happening. I feel like me and my mom understood each other on a certain level because when I tell people this stuff, they be like, well, how? Your mom showed you where a gun was at 6? But it's like, yes, she knew who I was. She knew that I wasn't going to show it off. She knew that I wasn't going to play with it. She knew I wasn't, like, she knew me, And unfortunately, she was in a certain place in her life that she had to prepare me for anything that could happen. And, thank God I was prepared. And I've been prepared ever since. So, you prepared me for life, and I love you for it. And I don't take back any of our experiences. And, I just want you to know that on a platform for everybody to hear. I love you.
I love you too, Mom. Right. And it truly is it's been an incredible journey. I can't deny that the journey has been way incredible from day one all the way up until now. Some choices and decisions that I made probably weren't the healthiest choices and decisions. However, everything played out the way that it probably was supposed to play out. One thing, like you said, Mo, you're actually right. I did know you. I don't know if any of your friends know that you never jumped rope, you never played with doll babies, and you never were kind of like one to do hair, and you never played jacks, and you didn't do the things that little girls did. We bought you a doll, and you stared at her, and she stared back at you, and you just started crying. And
Karen bullied me. She made me play with them shits.
Yeah, you would, you cried every time. Then you fell out over Doug. I don't know what the deal was with Doug. You used to watch this show called Doug on Nickelodeon, and you would just pass out on the floor. So something about
Doug.
Yeah, Doug. So I was like, what's wrong with her? But one day, me and your dad decided, I think we saw you playing with a ball in a Tonka truck at a little birthday party that we took you to. And you were so happy and excited with the ball and the truck. So from now on, I was like, balls and trucks.
Pretty much.
Gramps wasn't happy about it, but listen, anything, if I can see joy in my child, you know, I just wanted to see that joy. You were trustworthy. I used to tell you stuff and be like, don't tell Gramps.
I know. You used to put a lot of shit on me. I used to be like, what?
Yes, but it built so much trust and confidence because at some point when I started to use drugs, it was like you needed to be my backbone. You had to become like the mom. You had to be. I had to depend on you. You know, so I didn't even have a choice. I didn't have a choice, and I'm pretty sure you didn't feel like you had a choice either. So you had to become, you know. And then we allowed Aunt Karen to come on and move on in, and then she took some of the weight. You know, but
Karen fucked shit up. Let's keep it a bean.
Initially, she did not fuck shit up. Initially, she was on point, on board. I'm telling you. At some point, then it just spiraled out of control. You know, after that.
All right, I gotta go to the next song. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. The next song is "Generational Curse," and I made this. I put this in honoree is for Sada because Sada is just so great with her son. And they're building an empire and a legacy, and I'm really proud of her. So I just chose to nominate her for this song. It's honorary.
Wait.
There's a whole nother fucking body in the basement, dog. A whole fucking other body in the basement. With all these fucking fleas. All these fucking fleas, dog. It's like when you came in the basement, it was like a door like this, but you come in, it's like a laundry room, but it's like next door is the basement. I ain't never go that far, like, so I ain't give a fuck.
Had the strength and resolve. Dirty 38s that revolved. I was armed at an early age. Say my grace even if I starve. Cause through grace I evolved just from bagging up on dirty plates. Switching tags up on them jersey plates. They say it's the road to riches or pearly gates, depending on what turn you take, depending if you learn to swerve and break. We all carry little certain traits. I watch my lady dominate her workplace and still feel the need to permit straight. Assimilate, so I shake my dreads in honor of a curly mane. Do it for Marjorie and do it for Pearly May. They blood pressure equivalent to this murder rate, with sugar levels that's sending them to attorney rates. I gotta update the price on my life insurance rates. Make matriarchs never late for that early grave. Getting calls before the morning break. Unsure if they got them on my wake. It's a cycle that I swore I break. See my son's torture traits. Praying he abort this fate. Thursdays selling rollies just for shorty trait. Gotta connect in the kitchen. She give me Jose. Gotta connect this Dominican. Call him Jose. I gotta test her score if she say okay. They bundle up in the summer like it's a cold day.
Every day we used to go on Mama Street and be like, yo, what the fuck is that smell? Like, that was a normal smell to us. Like, yo, what the fuck is that smell? Especially this, what the fuck is that smell? Like, yo, something dead. Like, I promise you.
You wanna see everybody? How many you wanna see?
Like, no, I promise you.
I'm really bored with the crack rap. I'm bored. But I can't help it, I get flashbacks. I need my flowers. I did a dime, came home and built a non-profit record label for those that still aside, still silence. Just being honest. But my acknowledgement. Fuck you want a cookie, bitch? Yeah, chocolate chip, demolish it, then vomit it. Cause I don't even eat that kind of shit, but y'all can eat off my accomplishments. I don't follow the trend. I rock button up with corduroy collars and trim. Dread hats with plaid and polka dot on the brim. They say I'm out of style, I just call it unique. They say I'm in denial, I just need a few feet. You'll get stumped with a few feet if you come within 2 feet. I stay with the latest, I be packing a new heat. This design of the drum don't hit the market for 2 weeks. And I cop every color, every size, every time they come out. Like them Yeezys that you got on your 2 feet. Fiends cop all the butter, every size, mix of pies, I run out. Get the order, knock it out like loose teeth. I send my guys letters, still writing on loose leaf. They gave my guys letters, not a sentence to proofread. And every time I'm in this booth, I bleed. And anytime you need the truth, just read. Motherfucker.
That's right, why you see so fucking high. I'm keeping it a big. I think back, like, you think back, like, that's why I used to be high to block out certain shit. Like, that was, like, just that smell became normal. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here, man. That shit crazy, dog. Like, that shit fucking.
Sada, are you here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, little buddy. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for like attending and thank you for being one of my honorees. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yo, like Toya said, or like Mo said, like the only thing that people really knew about you was about Easy. You feel me? So to see, I mean, I knew a little bit more because I worked with you. And I just want to get into, I don't think you really remember how we first met, but we worked on an electrical together. And everybody in my crew thought, unless I had one of those trucker, farmer, white broads on my crew, everybody thought that I was supposed to carry the toolbox. And I got the beard, but I'm not really with carrying the toolbox every day. I'll carry it most days. And I have somebody else that's a witness in here, Baby. Baby is my witness. I didn't really like carrying the toolbox every day, but I understood that I was the man on the crew. So I had to carry the toolbox, right? So yeah. One day, this little like 4'8" like little girl comes on my crew, and like she grabbed the toolbox. Now, don't get me wrong, I hated carrying the toolbox, but the fact that she just like took it like, oh, I'm gonna carry the toolbox. I'm looking at this little bitch like, what? Like, everybody tell you to grab my motherfucking toolbox. You feel me? But that gave me like already from the beginning like a little like, all right. Little buddy, like she different. She coming different because a lot of people used to come on the crew and just kind of sit around. So when I seen you grab the heavy ass toolbox, you know, and you was carrying the ladders and shit with me, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, she 100. And then we got like super close. So, you know, we've been close ever since. And
and you Baby gave me the name Lil Buddy.
I did. Yeah, me and Baby. Yes, Baby's in the chat. Baby's here. And I just want to like figure out because a lot of people. What you've been able to do, like as far as raising Easy and getting him to be the #1 boxer in his weight class in his state and his age.
In country.
Oh shit, excuse me. In the motherfucking country. Let's correct that. In the country. Okay. This shit is just like so impressive because people that are going for an extended time like that, they struggle with getting a bond back with their child. So I just want to talk to you about how was you able to do that? And do you think that a big part of it is y'all support system? Was that what allowed you to be able to do that? Or how was that? Because a lot of people are not successful in that effort.
Well, when I first came home, it definitely was a struggle. You know, I didn't go without visits. One thing I can say, his grandma made sure I had visits. She definitely made sure I had visits. And then when I got sent back to Muncie, I was getting way more visits. But to come home, like, and then they had me in a halfway house. I did 6.5 years, and then they had me in a halfway house. Then part of my parole, I had to get to parole to her house. So it was hard to adjust because he would listen to his grandma before he would listen to me. So I would feel some type of way, but then I had to sit back and say, well, you did, you know, leave him for 6.5 years. So was the bond, it was, you know, partially damaged. But as time went on, I made it a priority. I made it a priority to fix things between me and him. I finally sat down and told him why I was in prison. Because, you know, a lot of people were just lying to him. And I wanted him to know the truth for the simple fact that I don't want him to live the same lifestyle that I lived or his father lived. Because at that time, his father was in federal prison for 10 years. And then I think more so, who also played a part, and with Easy with the boxing is my fiance. Like Easy he was playing football, he was good at it. He said, but Mom, it's not in my future. Like, I really don't want to do that. So my fiance looked at him and said, like, you want to try boxing? He said, yeah. So we got him into boxing. 2 weeks after training, they said, we want you to spar. He sparred. And that kid still, to this day, will never get back in the ring with Easy. They said he has a gift.
Yo, Easy be fucking shit up. Listen, I swear to God, I would rather watch an Easy fight than a Floyd fight. I swear. I'm not bullshitting. Like, that's a fact. Like, Easy, yo, that's my nigga. You already know. I be on the live every time. Like, and when he came to Philly or when I thought that fight was happening, I took off work, everything to see Easy. Like, I know. I really fuck with him.
And then, like, and you know what's crazy? Because a lot of the people around here, they compare him to Floyd. They're like, you the next Floyd. He say, no, I'm not. I'm gonna be better.
He's way more exciting than Floyd. He's way more exciting than Floyd.
He likes Floyd as a fighter, but as a person, he does not like him. He said he disrespects his, like, you know what I mean? He said, even though his dad wasn't around, Mom, he shouldn't be talking to him like that. Like, and I'm not saying like my child is the best child, but he's very well mannered. He's very well educated. Like he do what he's supposed to do. Was it a challenge in the beginning? Hell yes. Yes. But yeah, he's still.
I got a question. Did you feel almost like it wasn't your place sometimes to, like, when you say he listened to his grandma before you sometimes, did you feel like it, like you weren't comfortable staking your claim, like, I'm the mom, I said this? Yeah. You felt like you had to work your way in, right? So it was like an uncomfortable feeling, but that's just something that you had to experience to get to this point, correct?
Yes, because when I came home, I just went all in and I wasn't getting the response that I was looking for. So, you know, it was very stressful. I said, so let me take a step back and let me do a different approach. And that's what I had to do. It sucks, but, you know, we got through it and now our bond is unbreakable.
Well, thank you very much, Sada. I really appreciate it. People want to know how can they follow him and how can they keep up with his stuff in the chat. So if you could just put all his stuff down in the chat, put y'all stuff down. Team Easy merch coming in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, my order is already in. Like, I'm really a genuine fan. Like, I really love Easy. There's no care. And thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it and allowing me to honor you. Make sure that everybody get to me and put their cash apps in my thing so I can pay y'all for your time like the bosses that y'all are. And I appreciate you, you know, coming out and extending your, you know, helping me out on this night. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
I love you, Sada.
You already know my cash app. I ain't sending it to you.
All right, I'm going into the last song on the album, which is Till I Go. And my last honoree, Miss Dana. The reason why I dedicated this song to her is because she sent me her prayer line every single morning. And I really appreciate it. And I love her for it. So I'm going to play my my song dedicated to my spirituality, Till I Go.
I like to step to the altar. Lately I guess I'm in a transition. I really want to get out. I've been feeling spiritually uncomfortable. Not sure where I belong. Maybe too much information. Maybe not enough. Just want to share my journey. Maybe some people can relate. Ever get sad from being happy? Like, I did this shit for Gramps, she in the afterlife. And the sacrifices she made, it took half her life. I say she looking down, she hardly had her sight. I feel my faith has lost its appetite. Cause I done served the deacon and the pastor's wife. I used to know them verses front to back and back to right. Till I read that Bible printed in this black and white. And it's cracker type. My spirit don't have a sanctuary. It roams cause what is home, but God knows it's gold. It shows straight through my soul and he chose me. Now get a load of me. Fat dyke with a beard so you notice me. Got a limp from some hoes caught below the knee. Triple D's, who the fuck you know as bold as me? And I'm supposed to be exactly how she molded me. Yeah. Only way will I know. Won't know till I go. And if I go before you go, I promise try to let you know. Like I'm spiritually homeless. Turn my spirit be wrong. Where my spirit be go? Where my spirit be go? Forgive me, I'm high, some memories die, some shit stuck with me like a minute ain't even went by, and ain't no changing the cycle. They slated disciples and pages of the Bible. I used to pray to a Christ who wasn't doing nothing, cause the only time I prayed was when I wanted something. Got caught dumping, now I got caught coming. But Lord, please forgive me for all my shortcomings. Give me credit for being forthcoming. Not saying it's no paradise, but no one knows what that shit is like. Praising Christ or Allah, Jehovah, whoever I like, don't make me right. So if I praise my God until I go numb and die, then I find out it was the wrong one. Am I condemned cause I was speaking in the wrong tongue? I'm just translating the lyrics of the song sung. I know. Won't know till I go. And if I go before you go, I promise try to let you know. Like I'm spiritually home. Swear my spirit be wrong. Where my spirit be gone. Where my spirit be gone.
All right, guys, that was Till I Go, and that is going to end the album. So I would like to once again highlight Miss Dana Lomax. Miss Dana, how are you today? Good evening.
Wow, I just want to cry right now. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I ended it on that note. Yeah, I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose.
Let me get myself together.
I thank you, Miss Dana. You send me your prayer line every single morning. And like, it's crazy because even the first like month that you sent it or whatever, I didn't never think that, I don't know. I just got it and I saw it. But then I started realizing like, yo, she's sending this shit every day. Like if I need this shit, I can call this shit. Like, and I started to realize how much it meant to me without realizing how much it meant to me, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
you know, yeah, like, and I really appreciate it and I love you for it. And I'm you know, we, you know, are in the same similar circles, and the way you organize, you're an organizer, you're a consultant to ACLU, and you know, you do a lot. And I just want to know, how do you organize in such a strong way? Because the last protest I went that I went to, it was like at least 5,000, at least 5,000 people. That's at least. So how are you able to immobilize people in that way? Like, how do you do that?
I think from my experience and what I've been through. I'm glad you asked. Let me first let me say thank you first, right? I got to give you props. I thank you so much. I want to give you accolades. No, your accolades with your relationship with your mother. Beautiful, beautiful, with your wife, with your friends, with your besties, with your comrades, with your family. Beautiful. You know what I mean? It says a lot about your integrity. Let me say that. I want to say to all the women on the line, I admire you. You know what I mean? I look up to all y'all my heroes. You know, what I often say is that some of us may have done what they said we did, but we not who they say we are. How we not? We showed them. You know what I mean? We doing our shit, we showed them. And having said that, when I came home, Father's Day made 3 years I've been home. My dad passed away while I was there, total breakdown. I got home, my mom passed away a year later, but guess what? I'm glad I got to have that year with her. She died from a broken heart. Her and my dad was married for 100 years, feel me? And she always told us she was ready to go. So I say as well with my soul, I'm glad I had the relationship with her. When I got home, this is what I started doing overnight. I did this in 24 hours. I want to let you know, I ain't forget about nobody. I told the women when I was there, I would never forget. So, remember that?
Hey, look at me. Hey.
What? Yeah, look at you. I told them I would never forget, right? And I meant that. And I got a lot of them together. See, Breezy? A lot of the women I got together. Yeah. Sunshine, T.Y., that's Kaya, That's Simone,
Oh
Paulette.
wow.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure. That's super impressive.
Biggie, you know what I mean? So,
And Miss
how
Dana,
organized? So, yes.
no, I have one question about, but you can tell me, go ahead, finish with the organizing point, and then I'll ask you.
Okay, so with the organizing, when what helped me, what really gave me the motivation was when I was at Muncie. Okay, when I got arrested, they had to call a female officer to search me because they knew I had a weapon on me, right? And they couldn't search me. So when I got behind the bars, I was at Muncie. I'm walking down the compound. The officer asked me to come here. I did. He said, "Turn around so I can frisk you." Well, he ain't know I know what frisk meant. I was in the military. I said, "You mean touch my body?" He said, "Yes." I said, "No." So you see how big I am, and it didn't work out too well. So I kept getting thrown in the hole. So my parents they had some connections. They had me transferred to Cambridge. I started writing articles, started exposing everything, right? Got thrown in the hole then. So I was telling the women, look, dig this. This is what we got to do. Like I was trying, because I felt like, that was a violation. What if I've been violated or other women? That's violating me all over the fuck again. If they had to call a female officer to arrest me, what gives them the right? Now I'm going to say property. My body don't belong to me. You're not my paramour. You're not my significant other. And when they search you, they touch all your shit. So anyway, long story short, they don't know more. So when the women start coming together, those who did, that just, my dad was like, "Joe, why you keep getting thrown in the hole?" I told him, he said, "What you want to do?" I said, "I want to be a voice for the voiceless." He said, "It only takes one." So I just went gung ho. So from that, and I did extra time for that, right? I maxed out because I seen so much that had happened. You wouldn't even believe. One of the officers at Muncie used to, like, real fast, used to come on all the time. He was cool with me. He used to let us, you know what I mean? So a girl used to cry when he come. I said, "Why are you crying? He cool." She's like, "No, you don't know what he do." I said, "What he do?" "Make me suck his dick." I said, "You know what, baby, save it. And I promise you, next time, that'll be the last time you do it." And she did. And he got fired. Yep, Officer Noty. So, that let me know I ain't never been scared. Huh?
No, Officer Noty, yeah, I remember that.
It was Lindsay. If she won't mind, I got her permission to say that, right? Believe me, I did. So they let me know that. See, my problem is I ain't never been scared. That's why my monkey ass. I had 25 years on and off incarceration. I shouldn't have been. I came from a good parent household. My dad was a bishop. My mom was a pastor. I was a BK. I graduated high school. I went to the military, and I went from pen to the penitentiary. Why? I had 9 brothers, criminal lifestyle. I got addicted to it. The money. You know what I mean? It wasn't even about no drug. It was about the money. That's what I got addicted to. Whatever was criminal, we did. You feel me? So, but from that, I just learned, you know what? I got to turn this around. I'm getting younger. So I just got out. I already got, I was already with different organizations, HRC, Human Rights Coalition, ALC, American Civil Liberties Union, CLS, and DANK, the collective, Dignity Act Now Collective. And I would encourage, please, all the women, you know what? It's specifically for incarcerated women behind the walls. And I felt like, you know what? Because I've been through what I've been through, I'm commissioned, right? To come out, and I will be doing this till there is no more breath in my body, trying to abolish death by incarceration. I'm a president of an organization called CABI. There's different chapters, many chapters. I'm the president of Delco chapter, Delaware County chapter, right? First support group. And so we do a lot. So my job, I feel as though, is to make an impact. The chosen have no choice. I've been chosen. What I don't like is a lot of titles, because I still have some negative proclivities that I'm working on. So I have a problem when people say, "Oh, I'm this or I'm that." Depending on what it is with church, you know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, I'm human. I might be this, but I'm still human. I like to do certain things that is contrary to what is, you know what I mean?
Right.
So just going through.
Yeah, we all do. Like, we all are human, you know what I mean? So, like, in spite of that, though, you're still able to mobilize so many people and energize so many people. It's like really amazing when you're actually physically there, like, And I want to ask you one more question. What do you think is the best advice for white allies who are trying to, really move forward in this movement? And because that's the difference to me in this day and time than in years prior in my lifetime, is that I see a lot more white people and a lot more people who are not black, maybe other peoples of color, who are involved in this particular movement. So my question to you is, how can people be the best ally while still the allies that I know are going through their own shit within their own space and within their own community? So basically, I'm not speaking to anyone who is white or a person of color right now, a different person of color right now. So I'm not here to really expose whatever is going on in their community. But I ask you, what do they need to do to be the best allies that they can be, basically? And how do we support you? What's the platform? How do we donate? What do we need to do?
I'm so glad you asked that question. Dig this. And I'm gonna be very real and blunt and straight up. I feel like a lot of the pilgrim white, white people that are, a lot of them that I see are organized in position, I have a problem with. Let me tell you why. First of all, they're not impacted. That's number one. And so they can't tell my story or anybody else's story because I'm the expert, because I've been through the shit. I got 25 years of incarceration. So you're don't get me started with that. So the best thing we could do is support our own. That's why Dignity Act now is made up of all us, black and brown, right? We don't discriminate. We welcome everybody. But in leadership, right, is black impacted women who has been traumatized and have experience. And what we do is we built out 9 women. We provided them with Community Bell Fund, I give it up to, and we provided them with tote bags and laptops and different resources. So we're about to start a boot camp actually in the second week of July, and we're going to give them certain workshops we're going to have. What it is to empower them, because see, we don't need those not the black and brown to empower them. Because they're us. They can't empower them. They ain't been through the struggle that we've been through. There's certain things they can't, and I'm just saying it is what it is. They can't identify with certain things because guess what? A lot of them are privileged, and I ain't liking it. God bless you. You feel me? But certain things I need my black and brown people who've been through what I've been through and can relate to how, on a level that I can relate to, right? To feel my pain.
So if I could even take that point even a little deeper, I would say that black Americans have an experience that absolutely no one can relate to. That's brown people, that's people of color, that's all kinds of fucking people. If you are American, yes, absolutely. If you're African descendant of slavery, you have an experience that no one can relate to. And
traumatized like no other.
Absolutely.
Like no other.
We're different. We're built different. We've been through a different struggle. Not to say that no one else haven't been through a different struggle, because everyone's struggle is is dedicated to them. It's special for them. So everyone has been through their own, and their lineage has been through their own thing. But us black Americans have been through our own thing as well. And there is really no mixing the two of like whatever anyone else has been through. So Ms. Dana, how can we support you?
Can I say this real fast?
Yes, how can we support you?
Dignity Act Now Collective. It's for impacted women, and we need you to help us help them behind the walls, right? We have an obligation. We have a commitment. You feel me? Because them one behind the walls, let me say something. They was like my sisters, my mothers, my family. You feel me? They was like, T, where T at? Where's T at? T died.
T was in the damn cigar spot. He was in the cigar spot.
And this too. Like we tell them behind the walls, we ain't gonna forget, blah, blah, blah. Put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? Doreen Cuffey, she was behind the walls. She did 10 years. I just got permission. Dig this. She had a situation. Put your money where your mouth is. I mean, Doreen's sitting right up here with me.
How you doing?
CPS worker too.
Hey, hello.
Hi,
I'm good. How are you?
All righty. I just came home April 25th this year.
Congratulations, baby. Congratulations. And you hanging with the right one. You're going to do well.
And she part
all the light. Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna put everything in the chat. I don't want to hold it up, but you know what I mean? This is my passion. This is my life, and I'm gonna be doing this. There is no more breath in my body. I just ask all of this support, Dank, please. Only women can help women. Let me tell you this. You know what? Men all got all support. You know why? Because us got it. You go in the men visiting room, it's filled up with what? Women. Go in the women visiting room, it's filled up with what? Women. We have to change that narrative. We got to change that narrative. It takes us to do it. If it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be the fuck out. All these men prisons, there's 2 women prisons. How many women supporting women? Not a fucking enough. That's how many. I'm sorry. For real though, real fucking rap.
Thank you, Ms. Dana. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your work. I really appreciate you coming here. Look at Miss Naomi. I really appreciate you coming here and, you know, sharing your platform with us. But more importantly, I appreciate the work that you do out in the streets. I'm out there. I'm on the ground. I see the change that you're making. I'm super proud of you, and I love you very much. Thank you so much.
I love you. Thank you.
Right. And that's it for tonight, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I imagine that this might be something that I might do, you know,
Please do.
more often, because there's a lot of other women. It was hard for me picking these 10 women. It was hard. It was a hard decision, but I went with what I felt was right in my soul, and that's what I did. So, yes, I'm about to head out. Anybody have any questions or anything? I'll hang around for a few minutes, but that's the end of the show. So thank you guys for coming out.
Wait, I want to put the information in chat. I just
Yes,
know
yes,
how to do that.
yes,
My
yes.
daughter taught me, y'all. Don't hang up yet.
I'm
Hold up. My
not.
daughter
No,
taught
I'm
me.
not. I'm not. Put the information in the chat.
Yes, okay.
Yes, absolutely. Put the information in the chat. And
Thank everyone. I'm proud of
Layla,
everybody,
thank you.
y'all.
Thank you, Layla. Hello?
I want to say thank you to everybody that's on this call, especially everybody that did time. My sister is 51 and she's been on this call since the start. And it's funny because she's been hands down my biggest supporter. But for her to hear this passion from
And this
people
is my
other
shit I was
than me,
waiting
huh?
for.
Huh?
What's she saying?
My bad.
Oh, no, I was just saying for her to hear the passion and know that I just wasn't in that by myself, that means everything to me. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
Doing what you doing, baby. We have Dank and Harris in Pittsburgh too, you guys. We in Pittsburgh. You in Pittsburgh, get hooked up with Dank. Dignity Act Now Collective for incarcerated women.